Bill, how do you think Brandon reacted to Corey?
Oh, I thought he was, he's good. Of course, he can just really shoot the ball, and he did some good things, obviously, and make 3 threes. And I thought the best play he made was when he drove it there in transition in the first half and got the and one, which was really nice. But I thought he played really, really well.
Coach Brennan said that you told him that with him on the floor, you think this team can win a national championship. Why is that exactly?
Once again, you guys have been scooped. I haven't ever said that. But I do think that we have a lot of pieces that I think that will, offensively that will be hard to guard. It'd be easier to find 3 guys that are playing well when you're playing 5. But no, I've never said that. He gets a little bit carried away sometimes when he gets excited and actually remembering or stating fact. So, but I do think we have a chance to be one of the better teams. I do think that.
He also said, though, that he talked to you a lot during this time period, that you guys just talked and got on the same page. Did you guys have a lot of conversations over the last couple of weeks?
We had some, but most of them were let me make this real clear. We don't need to get on the same page. He needs to get on our page. Okay, and we had several or a few good talks initially, really good talks. So I thought that was good, and his attitude's been really good, and I think he wants to be a part of everything that's going on here. So I'm pleased with him. But to read anything more into it than that, I don't think that would be an accurate way to do it at all.
How do you feel about your team at halftime?
Well, I think that we actually offensively, other than unforced errors, unforced turnovers, I thought that was about as efficient as you can be. But defensively, we didn't guard them. We didn't guard them until the last 16 minutes of the game. But to think that Holy Cross could come in here and shoot over 50% with well over 50% with 16 minutes left in the game, that's not very good. But we did lock them up pretty good after that. And now they made some good shots and everything, but still I don't think that our attention to detail defensively was very good tonight.
Bill, you come into this game, you're shooting over 45% from 3, and now you're shooting better from 3. I mean, how good can this team be from that distance?
Well, it's the best team we've had. I've said this, it's the best shooting team we've had, but I think a lot of times some of the best shooting teams don't translate to the best teams because a lot of people that score easily think that they don't need to guard quite as tough. My best defensive teams have always been the ones that struggled scoring, and then they knew they had to guard, and so that became their personality, and who they were was a tough-minded defensive team, rebounding team, stealing extra possessions, and then when we made shots, we were really, really good. And sometimes I think when teams make shots, they have a tendency to relax a little bit defensively. But I think that offensively, though, this could be as good a team as we've had. We're just missing that one legitimate low post score. We can just throw it to and come away with a basket or a foul, and hopefully someone will develop into that.
Did you see those lapses on defense in the first half?
Yeah.
When you guys were shooting?
Yeah. That's it's 45-25, and we should have cracked the game right there, and we putter around and don't finish the half right, and then we don't start the half right. So that's something that we definitely need to get better at.
Bill, can you comment on Wayne's play? Do you feel like he had a pretty good game?
I thought he's okay. Yeah, the thing about it is when you make shots, everything looks good. And I do think that he played pretty well, but he had 4 bad turnovers too. So that were unforced. So they didn't pressure us. So for us to have that many turnovers in the first half, doesn't bode well for our ball handling. So, but I do think Wayne played well. I thought everybody played pretty well. I don't think anybody was exceptional, but I thought everybody played pretty well. And offensively, most of the guys were very efficient.
They were held without a field with like 13 minutes in the second half. What were you guys doing during that stretch?
nothing that we weren't supposed to be doing the whole time, but we wanted to create havoc in the full court, and then if they got into the scoring area, then we wanted to be sound and only have to guard their stuff for 15 seconds or so because they'd have to scramble for a shot, and that happened a lot in the second half, and then we were able to rebound the ball decently whenever they did miss.
Do you think the focus was better on the glass, especially after Harvard?
Yeah, it's hard to tell, from my opinion, because, you look at it and Holy Cross is not they do some things very well, but defensive rebounding is not one of the things that they, rebounded. They're -9 for the year. So yeah, I think we did fine, but I don't think it was a dominant deal. The best we rebounded the ball was Michigan State. I think we were +8 or +10 against Michigan State, if I'm not mistaken, and that was a game we lost. But I think that and Vanderbilt, if I'm not mistaken. No. I think Michigan State they have rebounded. Maybe it's Vanderbilt that we rebounded the ball well. But yeah, we've got to do a better job on the offensive defensive glass.
Landon and Jamari, that's just precautionary stuff.
Yeah, you know what? I told those guys, and this is kind of, they got the shaft tonight in some respects, because they could have played, but I didn't see any reason to do it. I didn't see any reason to play them, and then you play 5 minutes each, and then and turn an ankle or do something like that. We need everybody full strength, and I also wanted to use, Hunter hadn't had a chance to play, and Sheck hadn't had a chance to play, and I wanted to. I'm a substantial minutes, and I want to see them in substantial minutes, which is hard to do if you're rotating 2 more guys in there. So yeah, it was nothing negative at all because they both played very well so far this year, but they are nicked up.
How did Hunter play? Did you start him because, like you said, you wanted to give him?
Yeah, I wanted to see. I thought he's fine. The way they played defense in the first half, there wasn't a lot of inside touches because they packed it in and then switched everything in their little matchup, and so we shot a lot of threes. But so he didn't get a lot of touches for shots, but I think he did fine. I think he obviously got a lot of deflections and certainly blocked a couple of shots and everything. But like I said, it wasn't a game I don't think that anybody ever looked really good or got in a great rhythm because the way they play, they don't really allow you to get in a great rhythm.
Do you think the team kind of shoots better as a whole when Brendan's out there on the floor? Is there a contagious aspect of his presence out there?
Well, you could say that, but the biggest reason we shoot better is because he's one of the shooters in the game. But I don't know if I could go quite that far. I think making shots is contagious, but you look at it. Hey, there's been UCLA. That's as well as we can play, making shots, and Brandon wasn't at that game, and so you can make cases that sometimes it is and sometimes it's not. But I think you're reading into it way too much if we give one guy. There's certain things that guys can do to give us confidence, and Brandon's a guy that can give our team confidence from a shooting standpoint, or Frank's a guy that can give your team confidence different ways, and Perry different ways. But yeah, you could say that Brandon certainly gives us a confident shooting team because he's so confident. But I don't know if there's a trickle down effect on everybody else. I can't say that. We shot it pretty well all year.
Thanks, Coach.
Okay, guys.